Hello. Thank you for coming. It is time to unbox the Vic-20s. First, plastic. And now, into the box I peer. They all look, they all look like they're very tight in here. Okay, there's one. Hang on, let me get the box out of here. Oh, there's two. Ooh. And there's three. That is that. All right. So I was thinking, I was thinking based on the power supplies, I'd probably end up with one with the small and two with the large, but it's the exact opposite. In terms of how they plug in. So one is missing some keys, and they're pretty dirty. Now I'm suspecting that I should probably have a look inside first, but I'm not going to. Alright, power switch is off, monitor is on, no smoke has erupted. I will turn it on. I see a flash. Okay, I do see color. I just don't see the startup message. Interesting. I wonder what will happen if I put Pac-Man in here. Oh, what happened there? Did I go fit? Well, let's see. F1. Interesting. So the game cartridge works, but the machine itself does not really start up properly. Interesting. Alright, let's just pull this out. Turn it back on, see if we see anything different. No, we see much the same. Alright, well, that's one. So, that's the one with some missing keys. So, that's probably going to be rescuable. Now, this one needs the other power supply plugged in. So the power switch is off. I will put the power connector in. I see no smoke or flame. I say that because, of course, once I did. So I have power, I have video, I'll turn it on. Ta-da! That seems to be okay. Although the keyboard is probably in need of a little attention. It's got not an original PET keyboard, but it does seem to have sort of, I don't know, a smaller font, but it does seem to work. Let's just see, just because we can, and we did with the other one. And who doesn't like Pac-Man? Maybe. Well, it may be. Okay, well that's changing something. F5. I think the function keys are a little dirty. F1 or fire is supposed to start the game. I'm just looking quickly for an available joystick that I don't seem to have in. Well, it's probably just the keyboard dirty. So that too. Oh. Holy mama. It doesn't want to give it up. Oh. That too is probably okay. And this one is also a two-prong version. It looks pretty filthy. But, you know, they've been probably sitting around in a garage for 30 or 40 years. 30 years maybe. Because they would have been used for a while. So, we see no smoke. We will apply power. We see a flash. Shaboom. Up it comes. Yeah, it's definitely got dirty keyboard issues as well. And F1 does not appear to be working, so I will not be surprised when I take this cartridge and put it inside and turn it on and watch the game come up. But it may not want to start for me. F3 seems to be working because it's supposed to, yeah, they're all a little wonky. F7 resets the game. Huh, who would have thought F1 would be that dirty? I see a joystick. I see it. There's other things on it, of course. Seems so. This is, of course, a lap board. Oh. Alright. So like many Vic-20s, it's possible that the power connector could be a little squirrely. Or the switch. Usually the power connector. Anyway, so here's a joystick. And if I press, this should be the same as if I press F1. Oh. It should be. I'll try the other one. Well, there could be more. Isn't that ironic? Or as my grandmother would say, ironical, that the one that won't come up properly, well, I'm going to turn that off again. I'm going to take this and reinsert it. And turn this back on. Alright, so we're set up on the stick. Okay. So, yes, I find it ironic that the machine that doesn't want to come up properly works on the game, and the ones that do come up properly have more issues. Strange. I will... Yes. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to plug power back into it. I'm going to turn this one off. Ugh. And pull out the cartridge. And see. It's funny, maybe by turning it on and off, maybe it, I don't know, it shouldn't care, I don't think, if you have the joystick plugged in when the machine gets turned on or not. I don't think. I don't know. I'll find out. So this is the one that takes the 64 type power supply. Came up fine, but the game didn't want to start because F1 wouldn't work. But now we're plugged in. I'm going to hit the button. And it works. But does it work? Oh. Yeah, don't go that way. I've never been the best at this game. I need a joystick that has just 4 ways of moving. I know it. Because what happens is I get into one of those in-between ways and then it doesn't do it. I'm going to die. Game over. Oh well. Alright, so the tale of 3 Vic-20s. All rather filthy. But they somewhat work. So, it was a good day. It was. I think I might use that foam for packing something. I think I need to explore more and have a look inside. But that, of course, is for another day, another time. Not right now. But overall, pretty good. And then I've still got to figure out, oh, gee, maybe I'll be brave. Will I be brave? I don't remember hearing of Vic-20 power supplies being the horrendous monsters that 64 power supplies are. Oh. So I will be brave. I'm going to take this Vic-20. This was the one that was a little wonky, but worked with the cartridge. Oops. And you wonder how the desk gets It's fouled up. Ow. Okay, so this is the slightly wonky one. I'm not going to put the cartridge in. Power switch is off. So here's an untested Vic-20. Oh, need the monitor on. Untested Vic-20 power supply, which is not getting hot or anything. My gut says that this is going to be fine. And it works as well as it did, which means it's still not coming up properly. But it did work with this cartridge. So, let's take the joystick. Let's take the cartridge. Let's move the power supply. Let's turn it on. The game, well, it came up for a moment. Alright, I think we have here a wonky power connector, perhaps. I'll try that again. Right. And then I will hit the fire button. And the game does come up. I'm just not good at this. Just not. No. One more try. Maybe with the lap board down, it helps me get the directions right. But maybe it does not. Alright, I'm not going to test the other power supplies at this moment. I think it is time to turn things. See, now something wonky happened there. Yeah, a lot of these old Vic-20s, because of course the plug gets pulled in and pulled out and pulled in and pulled out and pulled in, the power connector can get a little squirrely, as this one seems to be. Oh, you know what I should do one last time while I'm here, because I can. Oh, get out of there. Alright, I'm going to set that there. This is the original Vic-20 I was testing the monitor with, and it seemed to have lost its color. And now it's doing, oh, I think it too has a little bit of a wonky power connector. Yep, it's got no color. Yeah, there's wonkiness in the power connector. Let me try different power supply. Black and white. It's very pretty, this one, but something is not happening. I don't remember. Yeah, I think I put this in. I think I tried this. Let's see. Yeah, I did. And it works in black and white. Alright, well, what could be wrong with that? Well, there is a potentiometer inside this machine that might need a little tweak. Maybe the video video chip, otherwise known as the Vic chip, has gone squirrely. There's all kinds of possibilities. Anyway, enough for now. I really do have to get the other desk cleaned off, cleared off, sorted out, and yeah, carry on. I do. Oh, look, here's another Vic-20. What was this one? Oh, yeah, works. Wonky power connector. Oh yeah. And once again, when I peeked inside, yeah, I think I stole the 6502 chip. Well, there. 5 Vic-20s sitting in a pile. But when I got them for the 3 of them for such a good price, it's hard not to smile. Parts are good. They are. But I am trying to get rid of things. Anyway, enough for now. Thank you for coming. Stay tuned. More excitement will surely follow. It will. And, of course, I did go over this monitor with a magic eraser. It's, except for the brightness, volume, and power control buttons, they all seem to have suffered some yellowing, but everything else looks great, and the monitor works great. So, soon I'll put this monitor up for sale, because I have lots of monitors. Too many. I do. So, if you are wishing to have this monitor, or you're wanting to, like, I like the 1701 and the 1702 the best, but if you're trying to be what I was hoping to be, the museum with one of everything, and you don't have this particular model of the 1802, it's right here. Anyway, enough. Maybe too much. Thank you for coming and having a look at these Vic-20s. If you have any thoughts on why the one of them comes up with no text and is green and there's a little flickering, but works with the cartridge, send me a message. I don't know what's wrong. I hope to find out. But if you have any ideas, I'll give them a try. So, once again, stay safe. We'll meet again one day. Until then, bye for now.